Welcome to this week's Game News Show. I'm Chrono, your host. We've got a lot to talk about this week. A big project in the Halo IP may be canceled, but it might not be, but it probably is. We'll get to that. Big Overwatch stuff with a upcoming update that has a lot of players either excited or concerned, depending on what role you play. And then we've got a few announcements here and there that we're going to go over. So let's get to it right away. We got up first from Nintendo over on X. Golden Sun and Golden Sun The Lost Age are coming to Nintendo Switch for Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack members on January 17th. That's very soon. These are like super popular games. It's cool to see them accessible now and not locked just to the GBA. Some good RPGs from what I hear. I've never played them, but I've always been casually interested in playing them. So I think that counts for something. I'll jump into them. I may check them out soon. I don't know. It might not be a stream thing, but who knows? We'll see. But that's cool. Those are coming out. It's good to see more GBA games getting added. I'm still holding out for a few third-party options, but we'll see if they come. I don't know. All right, let's move on to our next topic here. We've got an update from Xbox Game Pass. Resident Evil 2 and Those Who Remain is now available as of, what is the date? The 16th. That was today. Haha, time of recording, January 16th. These are available now, cloud, console, and PC. I hear Resident Evil 2 is good if you're into that kind of thing. I don't know a thing about Those Who Remain, but let's get to the rest of the announcements from Game Pass. Coming soon, Brotato, Turnip Boy, Robs a Bank, Go Mecha Ball, which actually looks kind of cool. And I'm more excited about Pal World, which is being described as Pokemon with guns. So there's that. I'm actually going to check that out. That may be a stream we do pretty soon because it just seems like something we should check out, right? Like that seems interesting. So we'll see what that's like. Also, Persona 3 Reload looks cool. I mean, it's cool to see such a beloved game get a massive update and revamp for the future. So that's good. All right, moving on. All right, let's talk about theme parks. We know that Universal is getting the Super Nintendo World, much like in Japan. This is coming to Florida. If all my understanding of how that works is correct. This was given to me thanks to P2 Project, who has been helping me get the news show prepared every week. Shout out to him. I would have never seen this on my own, but Universal Orlando rumors, Pokemon replacing The Simpsons, Zelda coming to the park, and Luigi's Mansion for this big expansion called Epic Universe that is currently being built out. So it looks like we're getting more than Super Nintendo World in a physical form. And I wouldn't normally cover theme park stuff. That's like a whole niche. You can get lost in theme park stuff on YouTube. It's crazy. But I thought this was interesting. The gist of it is they've got some pictures here. You know, you get Super Nintendo World being built, which is awesome. I would love to check it out personally one day after it's open. But then you've got Pokemon and Universal Studios Japan doing a collab and crossover. And then it looks like that will extend over to America at some point. There's a lot of pictures here of existing things that are likely to be like torn down and replaced, notably The Simpsons. Zelda Land for Islands of Adventure is a rumored concept. I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't know enough about theme parks, but I would think a Zelda section of a park would do really well because people love Legend of Zelda, and so that would be super cool. And then Luigi's Mansion again sounds like a fun time hunting, ghosts with your poltergust, whatever number they put on the end of it. So yeah, that's the article. I'm kind of scrolling fast. I'm sorry if that bothers anybody. There's not concrete info here. I just thought it was super interesting. And again, we won't spend a ton of time on this. But let's move to the next thing. All right, Smite 2. I thought this was cool. I'm terrible at Smite 1, but Smite 2 is announced. Bringing MOBA action in Unreal Engine 5 to Xbox Series X and S. Also PS5 and PC. This is super exciting because it is going to exist alongside the original Smite. There was a really cool trailer dropped. I would say go watch it if you're a fan of Smite. It's just cool to see the game being done upwards. I'm wondering if other high-res games will be given the same treatment. I'm thinking personally Paladins. Will it also make the jump to Unreal 5? I don't know. The bullet points of the article, thanks to Windows Central, is Titan Forge Games and Hi-Res Studios are now working on Smite 2, a sequel being built in Unreal Engine 5. Registration is open for a chance to participate in the alpha, and it's being developed for Xbox Series X and S, Windows, PC, and PlayStation 5. And I just think it's cool. I mean, the game's fun. I'm terrible at it. The only two MOBAs I fully understand are Pokemon Unite, and I say fully understand meaning I don't just lose at them. And Heroes of the Storm. If we get a Heroes of the Storm update, I'm down. I'm ready to play. But Pokemon Unite's pretty much been the only thing we've played on this channel pretty consistently the last couple of weeks. But yeah, so if you're a fan of Smite 2, let me know in the comments what you think of this. I think it's cool that you get to just come over. I think they announced all your characters are going to come over. There's new stuff being announced. I think the visual upgrade is going to be huge. I don't know what gameplay updates they would make to give it like the number 2 on the end, and why it just isn't Smite Plus or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that's cool. Smite 2, high res. I wonder what other games they're going to give this treatment to. We'll see. All right, I thought this was interesting. Leaked Insomniac info shows that PS5 users spent more time playing single-player games than multiplayer ones. And the reason I find this interesting is because it's not surprising, but people are acting like this is a big deal. Everybody buys a PlayStation for those great first-party games. I don't, and you might have people that do this, but I don't personally know anyone that has bought a PS5 to play Modern Warfare, unless they just have always played on PlayStation, and that kind of makes sense. But I feel like if you're not sure which one to get, you're going to get the most available or the cheaper platform, or you're just going to build a PC because that makes sense. You're going to buy a pre-built PC, because that's what a lot of people are moving towards these days. But anyway, those single player games are what people want their PS5 for. That's what I want a PS5 for. Let's be real. I'm not going to go into the slides because I think there's like issues with that, but the Insomniac info points to that. I didn't find that surprising, but yeah, let's move on. All right. I was scrolled on this article. I'm sorry, but Square Enix is starting their Final Fantasy VII Rebirth marketing blitz because it comes out next month, February 29th, which is neat. It launches on a leap day. Anyway, so they uploaded a new trailer, a ton of screenshots. The trailer's really neat. The screenshots are, can I say, really pretty. Like, look at this. They're really good. I'm really excited. I have not played Remake or the DLC for. I haven't played any of it. I don't know. I know the story of Final Fantasy VII, but I know nothing about Remake because it's not on Xbox. And that's not to say I don't want it because it's not on Xbox. I just can't buy it without a PlayStation, and that's a bummer. I could put it on PC. My PC is going to make it look like garbage. I want it to just look like it's intended to look. So I'm excited for this because this looks great. There's a lot of rumors that they're bringing Remake to Xbox soon-ish, this year maybe? I don't know. But this article from IGN goes into the screenshots, the gameplay. The trailer looks good. A few more screenshots of characters and stuff. It's looking good. There's just no doubt that this game is going to do really well. I'm interested in the story. It kind of feels like they're taking the Kingdom Hearts narrative approach to make things more complicated than they need to be, but that's what people like. That's what people like. I love Kingdom Hearts, and the story is all over the place. Enjoy it. All right, moving on. All right, let's get into the main story. Unannounced Halo Battle Royale reportedly shelved. So this is like the headline that's been making the rounds in this form or another. It says an unannounced Halo Battle Royale reportedly canceled, according to Xbox era co-founder Special Nick. So Nick is a prominent podcaster, creator of the Xbox variety in the game news world, and finds out info and whatever. And so I saw this and I was like, oh man, so we've talked about it before, codename Tatanka. It's been all over the place by certain affinity. We thought it was going to be a battle royale, but there was no official confirmation of what it was supposed to be. So this is a little clickbaity because that's not true at all. But then Xbox Era puts an article up that's like, Battle Royale spinoff is canceled, according to Xbox Era's Nick Baker, except he didn't say that at all. And so you go down this article, and he's referencing a different conversation on the podcast that they're kind of talking about somebody else's speculation. And they now kind of all are confirming that this project is actually canceled, but for a while there was a lot of this circulating that just was like, that's not what he said. And it's still not what he said until later, after everybody's already ran their articles, that he's like, well, this is what I actually found out after looking into it a little more. And it does ultimately look like it was canceled, which is a huge bummer. It's I was excited to see what Certain Affinity was working on. They were working on this kind of independently, and just given like free reign to build something, and they were using Unreal Engine to do it, and it was going to be good, or at least different. A lot of people wanted it to be a battle royale, and I think it would have been fun. I think Certain Affinity could have done it right. They may still be working on it. I don't really know, but it's a bummer that it does appear this whole project was shelved. And from looking at it, sometime in 2022, because we hadn't heard an update at all since then. So yeah, it's a huge bummer. You guys let me know in the comments if you were looking forward to this or you're glad it's canceled, because I feel like you're either one way or the other about it if you like Halo at all. All right, let's move on. All right, I wanted to bring this up. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is reviewing really well. 86 on Metacritic. I don't know why Star Wars Outlaws is showing here, but let's just pause that. We don't need to watch that video. It officially releases January 18th, which is a few days away. But it's, the review scores are out. People are really enjoying it. I definitely want to check it out here in the future because it looks really fun. It's a Metroidvania, which I'm a huge fan of, and so it looks awesome. So good job them. Excuse me. All right, this is our last story for tonight. I thought it was wild. So Blizzard's Overwatch 2 director responds as major upcoming change sends shockwaves through the community. It was a mistake to talk about this lone change out of context. So I on again, off again play Overwatch 2 and saw this conversation on Twitter about giving self-healing to tank and damage heroes, kind of mitigate, reducing the need for support characters to do any healing at all. But it turns out that it's part of a broader set of changes and isn't what people think it is, but it's kind of unclear what it actually is. So we'll find out in the future what this amounts to. But season 9 is looking to carry some of this, and I'm hoping they show more, maybe clarify what he was talking about, because it really is all over the place with what this could mean for support, and are they reducing the need for it? Like, who knows? It's wild. Yeah, this whole segment here is just weird. Why would they give two entire classes a passive that it just reduces the need for the third class they have anyway? So I have no idea where I was going with this, but it's just weird, and it seems like he regrets talking about it so early, and there was a lot more he wanted to talk about regarding how this is going to work. And I just don't know. I don't know what, hopefully the season 9 changes, because I have the tweets right here, but hopefully the season 9 update makes this make sense. Who knows? We'll find out, I guess, in season 9 of Overwatch 2. But anyway, that's it for the game news. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to try to play some Pokemon DLC if my internet holds up. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about any of these stories down below. But until next time, see ya.